We're also right now getting a new look at the complicated battle lines in Syria as the U.S. takes steps towards arming and training those rebel forces, the forces who are battling ISIS as well as the regime of President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. The Wall Street Journal has been reporting that a diplomat at the Syrian embassy here in Washington turned against Bashar al-Assad and actually became a mole for the Syrian opposition. Bassam Barabandi reportedly provided travel documents to dozens of Bashar al-Assad's foes and secretly passed along information to the opposition. We're joined now by Ubay Shabandar. He's a senior advisor to the Syrian Opposition Coalition, along with Andrew Tabler. He's the author of In the Lion's Den, an eyewitness account of Washington's battle with Syria. Guys, thanks very much for joining us. Andrew, you're cited in the Wall Street Journal article, which I'm sure you read. Fascinating story. Tell us about this so-called mole.
Bassam worked for the Syrian embassy. I knew him.
He was a diplomat.
He was.
A career diplomat.
A career diplomat. He knew of me, but we didn't have any interaction. One day I get a phone call from a journalist friend. He wants to meet. So we meet off DuPont Circle. And I can tell immediately from his description that he's not with the regime and he's working with the rebels. And thus begins a great story of actually doing the right thing at the right time.
So he was pretending to be a loyal diplomat, loyal to Bashar al-Assad, but secretly he was trying to help the moderate opposition.
That's exactly right.
And Ubay, you met with him as well. Tell us about him.
He's a good friend. Bassam Barabandi, first of all, is a hero. He's not just a mole. He did so much for the Syrian people at great personal risk, which, the regime, if they found out what he was doing, would have not only executed him, but they would have executed his entire family and his extended family. The services that he provided for the Syrian people were incredibly important because at the time, the Assad regime was simply not going to renew passports for any of those that opposed to them. In fact, what he did enabled those Syrians that were directly threatened.
What did he do? What did he do?
Well, what he would do, he'd provide travel documents for those that wanted to escape from the regime and to dissidents as well. Because there's no other way to receive them. And in fact, it's a big problem that many Syrians today have because they cannot go back to Syria. They're wanted by the regime. This is a regime that's killed thousands of people and imprisoned thousands of more. So they had only very little recourse. In fact, what he did really invokes the image of diplomats in Europe during World War II in Nazi-occupied Europe who would go to great lengths to provide visas and passports to those that wanted to escape Nazi persecution.
So he's safe. Where is he right now?
Right now, he's in Washington, D.C., and he's actively working against the regime. So ironically, the diplomats that used to work for the Assad regime here in Washington are actively not only opposing it, but helping the opposition make the case to American politicians on why the United States.
And his family is okay? His relatives in Syria?
Yes,
they haven't been picked up, arrested, killed, or anything like that? So
far, his immediate family is safe. That's why the story was delayed until recently. In fact, Bassam Barabandi himself wrote an expose of the Assad regime in the Atlantic Council blog not that long ago that revealed the inner workings of the regime and how senior leadership in the Assad regime would purposely facilitate terror and then try to sell the Assad regime as a solution.
Andrew, you're a real expert on Syria. You've spent a lot of time over there. Here's the blunt question, because a lot of members of Congress are concerned. Can these moderate opposition rebels be trusted with lethal U.S. military equipment, or will that equipment, like the equipment provided to the Iraqi military, wind up in the hands of ISIS?
Sure. The vetted ones, yes. And we have a vetted, covert program that's been active there for about 2 years. Are all those weapons always going to be safe? Could they fall into the wrong hands? They could, but it depends on what kind of weapons, it depends on what kind of circumstances, but hopefully with this kind of backing, they'll be able to take on ISIS and also take on the Assad regime and eventually get to a settlement in Syria, which is long overdue.
The final vote, by the way, on the Senate floor, 73 in favor of this resolution to keep the government operating, but also including authorization to arm and train moderate Syrian rebels. 73 in favor, 22, 78 to 22. So that's a pretty lopsided vote. But but a lot of people who voted for it, don't kid yourself, they didn't want to shut down the government. They don't necessarily want to arm and train Syrian rebels.
Win is a win.
Yeah, so what are you going to do with this vote now?
Look, the House of Representatives voted overwhelmingly yesterday, 276 for a Pentagon train and equip. This was just validated by the Senate. This is a big leap forward for the United States policy regarding Syria, and it really establishes the Syrian opposition as a core member of a U.S.-led coalition against ISIS.
Are you going to use those weapons to go after ISIS or to go after Bashar al-Assad's regime?
To go after ISIS. At the same time, the Assad regime is the root cause for ISIS. Bassam Barabandi himself wrote a very, very chilling expose on how the Assad regime used terror for its own purposes. So it's part of the same campaign.
Andrew, you understand why so many Americans are skeptical right now that any of this is really going to work.
Right, I understand that. But the alternative is we put boots on the ground. No other
Well, the United States the president says the United States is not going to put boots on the ground.
So in that situation, then we have to back groups that are willing to take on ISIS, and they're not going to be perfect. They're not always going to do what we want them to do. But the alternative is we do it ourselves, and a lot of Americans don't want to do that, including the president.